I'm here to tell you about the American Bridge Teachers Association. The ABTA is an organization of professional bridge teachers. We're dedicated to improving the teaching of bridge. We have a motto, and our motto is, help those who teach bridge to do it better, more effectively, more knowledgeably, and more professionally. We have members from all around the globe. And one of the things is not everybody's a bridge teacher, but those that belong to the ABTA are dedicated to improving the teaching of bridge. The members of the ABTA meet once a year, in the summer, usually just before the summer NABCs. We also have our very own magazine, the ABTA Journal, which is distributed 3 times a year. We have a wonderful website where members of the ABTA can go into the teaching app and get hands and look at things from other teachers, quick ideas to add to their class. It is a very lovely website. Anybody can enter it to get some basic information, but only members are going to be able to access the extra parts. We have dedicated people in the ABTA that are there to support you. The ABTA's convention is when we have guest speakers, and they will come to the convention and they will talk about effective teaching methods. They'll introduce bridge books. The authors will be there to talk about their books, let you know which ones are good for teaching and what level to be teaching at. We also will discuss bridge technique, not only for the new players, but we also have some interesting information that you can teach to your experienced players. The ABTA intends to keep you informed and up to date so you can be the best bridge teacher you can possibly be. The highest teaching accreditation is to be an ABTA master teacher, but there are some requirements. First of all, we want you to be a member of the ABTA, understanding our benefits for 3 years. We want you to have taught for at least 100 hours and received payment. We would love everybody to attend at least one ABTA convention. When you're making your application, you may also want to send along some sample materials that possibly you have created on your own. We like to hear about what your favorite authors are and what books you use when you teach. You might want to send along a sample of one of your lessons. Now, you might be wondering what the benefits of becoming a master teacher are. I've been asked this question many, many times, but it's like having a shingle. And if you have that shingle of a master teacher's, it is going to be validation that you are a quality teacher. Anyone hiring a bridge instructor and you have your master teacher pin, they know that they can trust the ability that you have to offer to their classes. If you choose to go look to work on a cruise ship or at a resort or a holiday event, when people know that you're a master teacher, that will put you at the front of the line. One good piece of news is that students from master teacher classes tend to have a better grasp of the game of bridge, and therefore they will be more likely to come and join in your games. Being a master teacher takes some work and dedication, and when you achieve that accreditation, your employer or your client will know that you're committed to being for the excellence in teaching. Do you need to be an expert player to become a master teacher? No, of course not. We want you to be able to teach at the level where you're the most comfortable. But what we do like to know is that you have the ability to find the answers to something you might not know. We have a pretest that we can offer, and if you would like to have a copy of the pretest, just send an email to masterteacher@abta.com, and I would be delighted to send you one. There are about 10 questions. Fill them out and send it back to me. What type of questions would I be asking to see if you're a master teacher? Here's a sample of a question on bidding. Let's say West opens the bidding with 1 diamond, North doubles, pass, South bids a spade, North ends up bidding 1 no trump, South bids 2 spades. A student might ask you, what does this mean? They thought the double would just be for takeout and that would be the end of the story. And you would simply explain that yes, the double was for takeout, but when North chose to make a second bid of no trump, they're showing a hand that was too big to make a simple overcall of 1 no trump. South kept trying to tell North that they had spades and a weak hand. So North is showing a big hand. South, who's been the captain, is showing a weak hand. And now the captaincy goes back to North, who will either pass or maybe make another bid if they feel warranted to do so. When you go to your ABTA interview, you have decided that you want to have the accreditation, so you will be the teacher of choice in the area where you teach. When you contact the ABTA to get your interview, the first thing that will happen is that the committee will look over your application and you will be assigned a question, a bridge problem, to which we want you to go back and research the best possible answer to give to your students. You can use whatever books you have. You can ask other teachers. You can even ask a player from your own bridge club. We would like the presentation to be about 10 to 12 minutes long. When you come to the interview itself, which will be held at the very beginning of the conference in the summer, you will sit in front of the panel of some experienced teachers. The first thing we'll ask you to do so that you'll be comfortable is to bring along one of your favorite lessons and present it as though the panel were your students. We expect this to be 15 minutes. After you do your own presentation, we will then ask that you present the problem that you were pre-assigned. Completing that, you will then be asked a few questions on bidding, play, and defense. When presenting to the panel, they are not looking for an expert player or somebody who is an expert analyzer of the hands. They are looking for somebody who can present bridge theory, make it clear and understandable to their students. When you're at your interview, your mannerisms, your appearance, and everything will be taken into account. Remember, we are looking for teachers who communicate well with their students. Upon your success of the interview, you will be presented with the ABTA teacher pin. Once you have this pin, you'll be ranked amongst the top bridge players in the world. Being a master teacher does take some work. So therefore, anyone who is a master teacher, we know it has been well earned. If you would like some more information on this, please go to our website, www.abta.com. Or you can send an email to me, Kathie Macnab, master teacher at ABTA. I would be delighted to hear from you. Thank you for your time.